Today is Sunday the 23rd of August 2015. It's just gone 11:13 PM here in New Zealand, and this video is about some Nibiru videos by a YouTuber called Smiff the Mista, or Nathan Smith. He's been posting these videos on YouTube and also on Facebook, which is where I came across them. He's posting under his name Nathan Smith on Facebook, various pages where he's posting these videos that he's making. Now in these videos, and you can see that he's made quite a number of them, he's been posting all these update videos showing Nibiru, the second sun, as seen from all over the world. A lot of them are from Australia. He's got some from Qatar, and we've been looking at some of these videos again on Facebook tonight. Now, I first encountered Nathan's videos a couple of weeks ago, and about 10 days ago, as I often do, I invited him to talk to me directly via Skype so that I could share my screen with him and use my astronomy software to show him what he's actually seeing in these all-sky cameras. And initially he did agree to talk to me on Skype and made all sorts of promises to connect so that we could have a look at his videos together. And but for all his promises, he's never followed through with actually connecting with me on Skype. And it seems to me that he's just determined to post these videos come what may. He's not really, he doesn't seem to be interested in knowing what the truth is, even though I've told him quite clearly that what he is actually seeing in his videos is the moon. So, you know, you would think that if he was sincere and really wanted to know, he would want to have a look at the astronomy software and compare with what he's seeing and decide if maybe he is actually seeing the moon. I mean, you know, obviously the moon is in the sky at the moment, so if we're not seeing the moon in his videos, where is the real moon? But anyway, let's get to the video, and this is the one that we're looking at on Facebook tonight, called Nibiru Second Sun, August 23rd, Australia. So let's have a listen to the first part of this video.
And guys, it's the 23rd of August 2015. It's 10:17 my time here in the UK, and sundown just going. Well, the sundown's happening in Australia now. I've got 4 cameras all picking it up. This is the clearest one. There's no chemtrailing or clouds or anything blocking the view. Look how big it is. Absolutely huge. I'll just show you guys the times and dates.
Okay, so obviously it's very difficult to see the times and dates in these videos because, to start with, his video quality is a whopping 240p, which is just horrible, and he's filming his screen with a phone camera to make matters worse. Okay, but it is possible, of course, to go to all sky cameras and pull up the webcam that we're looking at and look at it from there. But even when he zoomed up, it's actually quite difficult to read the date and time. So what I had to do was to change the speed to quarter speed, 0.25, and play it so that when he zoomed up, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it in this copy, but I was able to check the times that we see here, and by stepping through them I can see that they were at 1851, 1856, 1901, 1906, 1911 and 1916, and then it loops back to the first image. So I don't know if you can see that there, but anyway, I've confirmed the times. So let's go to the same time in Starry Night, and actually before we do, I'm going to point something else out to you. I'll just change the speed back to normal. Okay, now looking just down here, if you live in the southern hemisphere, you'll notice something very familiar, and that is the Southern Cross. So we've got the 2 pointer stars here, and then we've got the Southern Cross down here. Now I should point out too that the direction markers that are shown here, north, south, east and west, remember we're looking upwards at the sky, which is why east and west are reversed. We're not looking downwards as if we're looking at a map, we're looking upwards, so we're looking at the sky. But these direction markers are not actually correct according to the stars. And I will email the host of this webcam and point this out to him and get his response, hopefully. But I do believe that the webcam has not been set up correctly. If we go to the information page, I'll just point out that, first of all, that this is the webcam for Savannah Skies Australia. And if you click on the link here, it takes you to the host page, which is, where is it? This one here. welcome to the Jawbox Observatory in Cairns, Australia. So there's the information about the observatory. So I've set up Starry Night to 7:11 p.m. Location is Cairns, Australia. So that's 1911. And as we can see, here is the Southern Cross is right here. We've got the two pointers that I pointed out before, the Southern Cross, and right in the middle, of course, is the moon, and it is almost 8 days old, so it's fairly bright there. And if we step this forward, we were stepping forward 5 minutes at a time, so let's step that forward 5 minutes at a time, and we can see the movement of the moon there. Now, as I pointed out before, the alignment of the webcam, as we see here, and also on the original webcam listing here, I can tell from the rotation and position of the stars that these directions do not seem to be set up correctly. The rotation here is not quite right, so we'll point that out to the host. But the point is that we can quite clearly see what this bright object here is that Nathan is pointing out as being what he claims is Nibiru, or a second sun. It is in fact the moon. And again, there is the Southern Cross that we can see just down here. And if we go back to Starry Night, there is the moon, and there is the Southern Cross. So if we rotate this around so that south is more downwards, that's actually close to what we're seeing in the all-sky camera or in the video. Okay, so it's just that this is rotated not quite correctly to match the true situation. But there is where the moon is at 7:46 on August 23rd. Let's step that back because I've gone back further than where we were. Oops. So I brought this back to 7:01 p.m. or 1901, as we saw one of the slides in the time-lapse video. And yeah, that's what we're seeing is the moon. Now this is refreshed since Nathan made his video, so let's just check the current situation. I'll just refresh this again because it's been a while since I loaded this up. So let's refresh the page and see where it's up to now. So the latest time that we've got on here is 21:26. Okay, so let's see if I can stop that right on 21:26. Okay, so there's 21:26 on August the 23rd, 2015 from Savannah Skies Australia, which is in Cairns, and we can see what's left of the Southern Cross down there. And so 21:26, that's 9:26. So let's set this to 9:26, and so there's the Southern Cross there, and let me pull that back as we had it before. We can see where the moon is right now, and let's go back to the camera, and there is the moon right showing where it should be. But as I pointed out before, we've got the Southern Cross is actually showing down here, whereas in Starry Night it's further over here because the rotation is not quite right. If I bring that back down like that, then that sort of more correctly shows the situation. So there we have it. Nathan's Nibiru, or second sun, is in fact the moon. There is no doubt about that. I mean, anybody that is in Australia or even New Zealand, we can go out and look in the sky and we're going to see the moon at this time. This latest video is, here is Nathan's channel. If I refresh this again, we will see that he uploaded this latest video just 56 minutes ago, so less than an hour ago. So it would have taken him a little while to record it and then re-upload it. But let's have a look at the situation, say an hour ago. So if I hit now, that's the time in Cairns, Australia right now. So if I go back 1 hour, 8:31, and there is the moon right in the middle of the sky, which is exactly what we're seeing in Nathan's videos. It's a shame Nathan wouldn't talk to me on Skype as he agreed to do, because we could have straightened this out without me having to make a debunking video and basically make a fool of himself. And I did say to him that you know, I was quite happy to talk to him on Skype and take another look at this if he was still willing. But basically I copped a torrent of abuse on Facebook, and this video is a result. So there we are, Nathan Smith de Mista. Your Nibiru, or second sun, is the moon, just as I told you. Hello YouTube, this is Dazza the cameraman. Today is Sunday the 23rd of August 2015. It's just gone 11:13 PM here in New Zealand. And this video is about some Nibiru videos by a YouTuber called Mista, or Nathan Smith. He's been posting these videos on YouTube and also on Facebook, which is where I came across them. He's posting under his name Nathan Smith on Facebook, various pages where he's posting these videos that he's making. Now in these videos, and you can see that he's made quite a number of them, he's been posting all these update videos showing Nibiru, the second sun, as seen from all over the world. A lot of them are from Australia. He's got some from Qatar, and we've been looking at some of these videos again on Facebook tonight. Now, I first encountered Nathan's videos a couple of weeks ago, and about 10 days ago, as I often do, I invited him to talk to me directly via Skype so that I could share my screen with him and use my astronomy software to show him what he's actually seeing in these all-sky cameras. And initially he did agree to talk to me on Skype and made all sorts of promises to connect so that we could have a look at his videos together. And but for all his promises, he's never followed through with actually connecting with me on Skype, and it seems to me that he's just determined to post these videos